Friends, Vaibhav's storm arrived against Sri Lanka A, smashing a spectacular century. Yes, friends, today the fourth and most important match of the Tri-Nations series was played between India A and Sri Lanka A, and this match crossed all limits of excitement. Where first we witnessed a storm from India's destructive batsmen, then India's bowlers once again dismantled Sri Lanka A with their fiery bowling. So in this video, we will give you the complete goosebumps-inducing highlights of this fourth ODI match between India A and Sri Lanka A. Make sure to watch this video till the end. But before that, if you are a big fan of Team India, do like this video. Friends, today in the fourth match of the Tri-Nations series, the teams of Sri Lanka A and India A were face-to-face at the Dambulla ground. In the match, India A captain Tilak Varma won the toss and decided to bat first. Young sensation Vaibhav Suryavanshi and the experienced Prabh Singh walked out onto the field to open the innings for the Indian team. The eyes of the thousands of spectators present in the stadium were especially fixed on Vaibhav Suryavanshi because he had won everyone's heart with his explosive batting in recent times. Everyone was hoping to see a big innings from his bat today as well. Chamika Karunaratne brought the first over for Sri Lanka A. Initially, Prabh Singh batted cautiously and tried to give the strike to Vaibhav. On the other hand, Vaibhav looked in an aggressive mood right from the start. In the second over, he hit 2 consecutive boundaries and a spectacular 6 off Mohammad Shiraz's bowling. The entire stadium echoed with applause. In the third over as well, Vaibhav opened his arms and hit some brilliant shots in the cover and mid-wicket region. During the power play, Vaibhav launched such an attack on the Sri Lanka A bowlers that captain Sahan Arashti had to constantly change fields. Prabh was also batting brilliantly from the other end. Both batsmen gave India an excellent start by adding more than 90 runs for the first wicket. After 6 overs, India A's score was 95 runs without any loss, out of which more than 70 runs came from Vaibhav's bat alone. The Sri Lankan bowlers looked completely under pressure. In the 8th over, Vaibhav hit 2 consecutive 6s and a boundary against Garuka Sanket. His score quickly crossed 90. The Indian supporters present in the stadium were getting more excited with every boundary. Then came that historic moment everyone was waiting for. On the first ball of the 9th over, Vaibhav Suryavanshi hit a massive 6 over Wanuja Sahan to complete his century in just 29 balls. The entire Dambulla Stadium stood up to applaud. The Indian dugout danced with joy. This became the fastest century of the Tri-Nation series, and the Sri Lanka A bowlers looked completely disappointed. Even after completing his century, Vaibhav did not stop. He accelerated the pace of his batting even more. The reign of boundaries continued. Prabh Singh also provided great support and put the team in a strong position by scoring 58 runs. He built a century partnership with Vaibhav, giving India a very solid foundation. After his dismissal, Priyansh Arya came to the crease. Priyansh and Vaibhav severely thrashed the Sri Lanka A bowlers. A quick partnership developed between them, and India A's score crossed 200 runs. Priyansh Arya scored a brilliant 46 runs. On the other side, Vaibhav kept playing big shots continuously. It felt like no bowler could stop him today. He targeted the spinners by stepping down the track and took on the fast bowlers with pull and flick shots. However, in the 15th over, Sri Lanka A finally got some relief. In an attempt to play a big shot, Vaibhav Suryavanshi was caught out at deep mid-wicket. He played an explosive innings of 126 runs off just 55 balls. His memorable innings included 14 boundaries and 9 massive 6s. As he walked back to the pavilion, the entire stadium gave him a standing ovation. Even the Sri Lankan players could not stop themselves from praising his innings. Now Rituraj Gaikwad came to the crease. He showed his class immediately upon arrival and took the innings forward along with Priyansh Arya. After Priyansh got out, captain Tilak Varma entered the field. Rituraj and Tilak formed a fantastic partnership for the third wicket. Rituraj hit excellent boundaries while Tilak kept the pressure on the spinners. Both batsmen showed a wonderful blend of maturity and aggression. Rituraj Gaikwad scored a brilliant 76 runs, while captain Tilak Varma played a captain's knock of 87 runs. Both batsmen never let the run rate slow down. In the final overs, Ayush Badoni added a quick-fire 38 runs, and Suryansh Sejde scored an unbeaten 28 runs to take the team to a massive total. The Sri Lankan bowlers looked completely exhausted in the death overs, and the Indian batsmen took full advantage of it. At the end of the designated 50 overs, India A posted a monumental total of 465 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. Vaibhav Suryavanshi's 126 runs, Tilak Varma's 87 runs, Rituraj Gaikwad's 76 runs, Prabh Simran Singh's 58 runs, and Priyansh Arya's 46 runs left the Sri Lanka A bowlers completely helpless. On that day in Dambulla, only one name was echoing: Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Chasing a massive target of 466 runs, the Sri Lanka A team knew that winning this match was not going to be easy. On the other hand, the India A players were filled with immense confidence after Vaibhav Suryavanshi's 29-ball century and storming 126-run innings. Captain Tilak Varma handed the new ball to Anshul Kamboj and Arshad Khan. Both bowlers started building pressure on the Sri Lankan batsmen from the very beginning by bowling with excellent length and width. Avishka Fernando and Niroshan Dickwella came out to open for Sri Lanka A. Both batsmen batted cautiously in the first few overs and maintained the run rate by hitting occasional boundaries. By the end of the power play, Sri Lanka A's score was 65 runs without loss. The Indian bowlers had to wait for their first success. In the 7th over, India finally got the first wicket. On a fast delivery from Arshad Khan, Niroshan Dickwella gave a catch at deep mid-wicket in an attempt to play a big shot. Dickwella scored 33 runs. After this, Nuwanidu Fernando came to bat and showed an aggressive intent immediately upon arrival. He tried to put pressure on the Indian bowlers by hitting 2 consecutive boundaries. Avishka Fernando and Nuwanidu Fernando shared a brilliant partnership for the second wicket. Both batsmen targeted the spinners and took the score past 150 runs. Avishka Fernando completed a fine half-century, while Nuwanidu was also scoring runs quickly. At one point, it looked like Sri Lanka A was very much alive in the contest. But captain Tilak Varma handed the ball to Anukul Roy, and from there, the course of the match changed. Anukul first dismissed Nuwanidu Fernando for 59 runs and then sent Sadira Samaravikrama back to the pavilion in the very next over. Suddenly, Sri Lanka A's score went from 160 for 2 wickets to 178 for 4 wickets. Now captain Sahan Arashji came to the crease. He tried to stabilize the innings along with Avishka Fernando. Both batsmen played some attractive shots and maintained the run rate. Avishka Fernando scored a brilliant 73 runs, but he was caught out on a spinning delivery by Vipraj Nigam. This was a massive blow for Sri Lanka. After this, Chamika Karunaratne supported captain Sahan Arachji well. Both batsmen built a quick partnership for the 5th wicket and took the score close to 250 runs. Sahan Arachji batted brilliantly to complete his half-century and troubled the Indian bowlers for a while. But just when it looked like Sri Lanka A could make a comeback into the match, Suryansh Sejde dismissed Chamika Karunaratne for 42 runs. Following this, a collapse triggered. Renindu Fernando, Wanuja Sahan, and Vijayanth Vijayanth failed to play big innings. On the other side, captain Sahan Arachji kept fighting. He scored a brilliant 80 runs with the help of excellent boundaries, but he did not get long-term support from any batsman. In the last 10 overs, Sri Lanka A needed more than 120 runs to win, and the pressure kept mounting. Anshul Kamboj bowled brilliantly in the death overs. He took 2 consecutive wickets wickets to completely end Sri Lanka's remaining hopes. Arshad Khan and Vipraj Nigam also put a complete break on the run rate with precise bowling. Eventually, the entire Sri Lanka A team was all out for 312 runs in the 47th over. Avishka Fernando scored 73 runs, Captain Sahan Arashji made 80 runs, Nuanidu Fernando scored 59 runs, and Chamika Karunaratne contributed 42 runs, but the rest of the batsmen could not stitch a big partnership. For India A, Anshul Kamboj was the most successful bowler, picking up 3 wickets. Arshad Khan, Anukul Roy, and Vipraj Nigam got 2 successes each, while Suryansh Sejde picked up 1 wicket. In this way, India A bowled out Sri Lanka A for 312 runs, registering a spectacular victory by 153 runs. The biggest hero of this match was Vaibhav Suryavanshi, who completely turned the match in India A's favor by playing an explosive innings of 126 runs, with a century in just 29 balls. Once again on the Dambulla ground, the young Indian players proved that the future of Indian cricket is extremely bright. So, my dear and hardcore cricket fans, what is your personal and bold opinion on this historic, explosive innings by Vaibhav Suryavanshi and this blockbuster victory of India A? Do write your valuable opinion in the comment box below. And for every such strategic, live, and goosebumps-inducing moment-to-moment inside update,